Hello, this is a tutorial on how to do hardpoints in XSI for Sins of a Solar Empire. First off, here's my model that I'm working on. This is my Peregrine Corvette for the Star Trek Yesterday's Past mod, and I will show you how to start hardpointing with her. Alright, so the first thing that I do is I bring up my Explorer menu by hitting the number 8 on my keyboard. Now, from here, I create a new primitive, a null point, and then I double click on it to bring up this menu. Now, your initial point is always going to be root point. This is going to be your center point for everything you attach to, whether it be your center, above, aura, weapon 0, weapon 1, weapon 2, hangar bays, doesn't matter. This is where it comes from. This is all connects to right here. So I'll show you by creating more. Okay. So as you see, I just created a new one. Now, in XSI, everything requires a unique name. So my first one is going to be P001-weapon-0. It's my first weapon that I'm placing. I'm changing it from just regular point, a regular null, to arrow rings, so that way I know its orientation. Unlike most 3D modeling programs, in XSI it has the XYZ arrows kind of flipped. I mean, well, at least the X arrow. Instead of it being pointed towards the right of the ship, towards over here, it's pointed towards over here, and I have no idea why. That's just the way that XSI decided to do it. Alright, so now I'm going to start placing in the proper place. Okay, lift it up, tap it over. Now to move the scene around, you press S. Then you always have to come back over and do that. Okay, so there's weapon-0. My first weapon-0. Now, you can just easily go to Edit, Duplicate Instant, Clone Single, and make it, and then just do a flip. But I like to do things a little differently. I want to create a new null. Same thing, the arrow rings. And so, like I said, it has to be a unique name. So this one's going to be P002, weapon-0. Now, one thing you need to know is that there has to be a capitalization in the weapons, or in the title of the weapon. So, being that it says it's a weapon-0, the W has to be capitalized for Sins of a Solar Empire to read it. Now, so what I'm doing is I am copying over all my points, all my coordinates, and I did a negative in front of the X coordinates, so that way it flipped it to the other side of the ship. And so that's how you put those in. Now I'm going to create my center points and my aura and my above. Okay, so center, it doesn't matter, it's staying right where it's at. Like I said, you can just copy paste, but you still have to rename it, so that's why I'm just creating new nulls every time. Alright, so for the above, you make sure it's all the way above. And for the aura, you make sure it's all the way below. Okay, so that's the basics of putting hardpoints in. Now you have to connect them to the model. Now there's no actual way to connect them to the model like in Milkshape or 3D Studio Max, Maya, or anything like that. The way that it works in here is you select your root point. First I'm going to go to my scene root. Sorry, I skipped a step. Scene root, transforms, freeze all transforms, so that way everything's frozen right where it needs to be. Then I click on root point, and then I go parent, and then I start clicking all my points. So now, when you click on there, it shows that all of those are connected to root point. When you go to export, make sure that you are on scene root, so that way it exports both the model and the points. Then you come over to export.xsi, make sure it says version 3.6, hit OK. You guys saw a quick little glimpse of what I've been working on. And so this is my Corvette. And this is how you know that that it's working the way that it's supposed to. And then from there, you go into convert XSI and you convert the model. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment.